Welcome back to another video, and thank you to everybody who subscribed. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. As always with my videos, I like to put as much value up front as possible. So today we'll be going over the top 10 auto insurance companies and what they are doing for you. Before we get into all that, we're going to be talking about, generally speaking, what's going on with insurance premiums, what you should be doing with your insurance. And before I get started with that, I just want to say that I am not an insurance broker. I'm not an insurance salesman. I'm just bringing information to your attention that I hope will help you in your life and in your personal finances. Most insurance companies have expressed some level of flexibility as far as collecting premiums, deductibles, and the like, and they're not going to just kick you off your insurance policy because, for one, that does not help them as a business, and two, that does not help them as far as PR, and it's just not the right thing to do. Whether you want to cancel your insurance is really up to your own individual situation, but generally speaking, if you are driving at all, by law, you should be insured. With that said, a lot of companies have put out statements that note that there are fewer drivers on the road because we're supposed to be staying home, so there's obviously fewer accidents, and there's obviously a lot of people that just aren't driving at all. So what does this mean for the company? For the companies, this means that a lot of people are realizing, hey, I'm not using this car or that car, or I'm not using any cars. I might as well cancel my insurance. So for the company, they are seeing this from a lot of different angles. For one, they're getting fewer claims right now, so their profit margins will go up because they're not paying out anything for, crashes or anything. And in addition to that, they're seeing that, well, people don't really need our product, so perhaps we should offer it for cheaper so that they don't cancel it while they're not driving. And the last aspect of this situation is that it would be a PR nightmare to be that insurance company that is booting people off of their policies because people have been told to stay home by the government and they can't pay due to their unemployment at the time. So in response to this, a lot of companies are offering refunds, and we're going to get into what types of refunds those companies are offering. And one question that I've seen out there a lot is, are these refunds taxable? No, these refunds are refunds. So refunds are just something that you already paid and they're giving it back to you. So that's not really a part of a transaction. It's not like sales tax or anything like that. They're just giving you back what you already paid. And with these refunds, many of them are awaiting state insurance regulator approval. So basically what that means is that the states have to come in and say that it is okay to issue these refunds, which I have no doubt that they will end up doing that. And one last note before we do get into it, I have to say this because this is an investing channel. This is a channel about finances and wellness. Every industry is disruptible. Imagine this. Imagine if it wasn't the coronavirus that puts these insurance companies on their butt. Imagine it's self-driving cars, and now you virtually eliminate crashes. Now what are these auto insurance companies going to do? What's their source of revenue if they can't be an auto insurance company? Someone's always going to do it better. Someone's always going to have a better idea, and things are always going to go away. So that's why it's important to stay abreast of the business and finance news and make sure that you know what's going on with your money so that you can succeed in life and so that you don't have to be in a bad way. So we're going to take these insurance companies from top to bottom as far as market share, just because you out there watching the video are more likely to have the companies with more market share. So we're going to go from top to bottom, starting with State Farm. State Farm holds 17.07% of the auto insurance industry. They're rolling out the Good Neighbor Relief Program, which is returning $2 billion in dividends to mutual auto policy holders, with policies in force from March 20 to May 31st. On average, policyholders will see a 25% credit on their next bill. So in other words, this bill will be 25% cheaper. Geico, with their 13.45% share of the auto insurance industry, is to offer 15% off of your cycle, RV, and auto insurance. But wait a minute.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
So I guess business as usual, I don't know. But that should be seen as a credit on your billing statement if you have Geico out there. Progressive is rolling out the Apron Relief Program, which should be a 20% credit on your auto insurance for April and May. Overall, they're committing $1 billion to customers, employees, and agents to help them through this time of need. Allstate, if you are in good hands, you could be receiving an average of 15% back based on your monthly premiums. In addition, Allstate is offering free fraud protection programs, so that is pretty good for people that are sending around their banking information, people that are sending their socials right now. Be careful out there, by the way, if you're applying for unemployment. I dropped a video yesterday about how to apply for it and showed the link that you need to go through. If you get calls and random mail and things from things that are not .gov, things that are not the government, just be very wary of that. Be very wary of people sending you mail and telling you to call so that you can claim your unemployment check. And just be very wary right now. People are trying to steal your stuff. And the last benefit that Allstate is also offering is free coverage for people that are delivering food in this crisis. USAA, I have a personal interest in this one because I have USAA auto insurance. They are going to be returning 20% to their customers. They're going to be returning $520 million to their customers in response to this situation. Liberty Mutual will be returning $250 million to their policyholders. Customers will receive a 15% refund on their auto premium. This will be based on their premium as of April 7th, 2020. They will be issuing funds at the end of April and be continuing throughout May. If you are behind on your payments, you will still receive the full refund. And one thing to note with Liberty Mutual is that they will be sending out one payment that reflects 2 months of 15%. So to reiterate, you're not going to get 2 payments on each month. You're going to get 1 payment that reflects those 2 months. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing lawn mowing in the background. I live in an HOA and they just mow the lawn all the time, even when the grass is wet, even when the grass hasn't grown. So if you guys are hearing that in the background, I'm sorry, it is what it is, but let's keep on pushing. Next up is Farmers Insurance. They will be reducing their premiums by 25%. Unpaid balances will not result in the suspension of coverage through May 1st. So after May 1st, they'll have to reassess based on the situation. It's very interesting to see what these insurance companies are basically betting on as far as when the economy is going to come back and when the people are going to basically be able to have money to repay them. The insurance companies seem to be betting on early May for the economy, but we will see if that actually happens. All that to say that if you are sitting at home and you're in a bad way and you are in need of money, you should be trying to figure out how to get your hands on some money because no one knows when the economy is going to open back up. In addition to that, the balances that are unpaid will be rolled into a future bill. So when you do get back to work, you're going to owe more money. So that is to say that if you are at home and you are in a bad way financially, you should be trying to figure out how to either online go make some money or try to figure out how to make some money delivering food or something of that nature, just because when things do resume, you're going to be in a bad way if you don't either cancel your insurance or you don't figure out a way to pay it in the meantime. All that debt, all that money is going to be waiting for you to be paid at the end of this crisis. Nationwide is apparently on your side with a $50 refund. They're going to be giving you on average a 15% refund on their insurance policy. This was issued March 31st, and according to their website, it should come out no more than 30 days after the issuance. And in addition to that, Nationwide has been pretty liberal with extending their repayment program. So if you have Nationwide, call them up and tell them what your situation is. They probably can work with you, because at the end of the day, they would rather work with you than lose your business entirely. Travelers Insurance. If you had a policy with Travelers Insurance between April 1st, 2020 and May 31st, 2020, you could be receiving a 15% credit on your premiums. They have suspended cancellation and non-renewal of coverage due to non-payment through May 15th, 2020. During this time, they will not be charging any interest, fees, or penalties. So if you have Travelers, you have until May 15th to figure out what you're going to do with those payments or to just cancel it entirely. And the last insurer with a 1.91% market share of the auto insurance industry is American Family Insurance. American Family Insurance is offering a $50 payment for any vehicle insured under a personal auto policy. So just to sum this up really quickly, most people are getting something from their insurer. You should contact your insurer to see what you're getting or what you have to do. Most people will not have to do anything to get these benefits from their insurer, but just make sure that you go out and verify that you don't need to do anything or that you're already going to get these benefits. If you are driving, you should have insurance. And if you are struggling right now, you might want to consider reducing your insurance, maybe reducing it from 2 cars to 1 car if you can. Creditors are willing to work with you because they would rather see a reduction in business than a complete loss of your business. The lasting economic impact of this crisis will be a little bit crazy in my opinion, just because of all the IOUs that are happening. And it's important right now to get some money in your pocket and keep some money in your pocket. And it's just important right now to be having some type of an income, no matter what that be. Whether you have to humble yourself and go work something that you thought you would never work. Amazon's hiring 75,000 employees right now, so if you need to go do that so that you can get a little bit of money in your pocket so that you're not in this crazy IOU credit crunch scandal that might end up happening after this situation where this person owes that person and this person owes that company, and there's just all this borrowing that's going on and all these favors that were done during the crisis. Don't want to be a part of that. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, got some value out of it. And if you do like the channel, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe so that you can see future videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video.